The following is a Michigan Sesquicentennial Year presentation.
I think the whole concept of the state games appeals to that part of me that has always dreamed about being an Olympic athlete, yet is realistic enough to know that that'll never happen.
My name is Dan Dorowski. I'm from Grand Rapids, and I'm in the half, the mile, and the 100-kilometer bike race.
I'm Janelle Thibault, and I'm from Dearborn Heights, and I'm a figure skater.
Mike Bechklupo from Bay City. I'm a cyclist.
My name is Alma Schuler. I'm from Sand River, and we're going to do the Volks Walk tomorrow.
My name is Gary Wilkie from Sterling Heights, Michigan, and I come up here for the 20 and 12 gauge ski shooting event.
We're serious softball players from Mount Morris.
A big hand for the Southeast region one more time. Come on.
There's been over 3,600 participants, and we're just really impressed with the way the crowds in town have been moving around among the various events. And the expectations we had for 2000 were exceeded. It's been a great weekend for us.
Gene and I went to the 1984 Olympics, and it was a takeoff from that, and we were just as thrilled with this as we were for the opening, or for the ceremonies for the Olympics.
On behalf of the people of Michigan, I, James J. Blanchard, do hereby declare the Great Lakes State Games to be open. Let the games begin.
It's always nice to run one of your better times at the end of a race. I think when I look at the state games, part of the excitement is to the possibility of running in the same race that some of the state's best athletes are in, and just knowing that you are actually in that same race. So I don't look at winning because I'm not sure that I'm not very good, but I look at running a good time for myself. And if I come real close or even better, my best time, that's a great feeling.
Some really good folks here. I know they love some of the lower class and middle class in the Open. We have some guys who just got through wrestling in the Olympic Festival, and there's some good wrestlers here. It's really nice to watch. It's a new tournament. You don't usually get a lot of good folks this year. There seem to be a lot of
and maybe it's going to be like a Junior Olympics for the kids in high school. I think it's great.
VolksMark gives everyone an opportunity to get involved in the very first state games. You don't have to be an elite athlete. It's your as our logo says, it's your chance to shine in your own way, whatever way that may be.
It's an opportunity for a family event. It's something that you don't have to train for, and although the boys understand training, they've never been through a formal training program, and so this is geared certainly for the family.
Have you been working out or doing anything special for this walk?
No, we haven't. That's the beauty of it.
What are you doing to keep yourself occupied on the walk?
Hold on to my mom's hand.
My wife and I found that a lot of times with the busy schedule we keep, that it's difficult for us to find time alone. And so we do walk a lot. At least every Saturday we try to walk about 5 miles. So this is not unusual for us at all.
The Great Lakes State Games probably came to Marquette the same way that the Olympic Games started in Greece. That's what I would like to say the analogy would be. The Olympic Training Center was here. There's only 3 Olympic training centers in the whole country, and one of them is here. So I guess that was the natural place for them to be. Sailboating can be held you have to have sailboarding. You have to have some kind of a sailing event in Marquette. You've got Lake Superior right here. You have to have a sailing event, and it's a really up and coming popular sport, and the beauty of the sails, and I'm just happy that it's in the Great Lakes State Games.
Sailing is a challenge. It's not something you learn overnight. It's a developed skill that you develop over time. So there's going to be experienced people and there's going to be novice people. It's not really fair to put a novice in with an experienced person because he's going to get beat up all the time. So if you put him in with a class that's at his level, he's going to meet your time, more receptive, he'll come back and sail again, and hopefully if he's good, he'll progress up. It's a physical sport, so people that are involved in it have to be, there is some physical effort involved in sailing, and it's very challenging, and it's something that I've been sailing since I was about 5 years old. I've never met the absolute challenge. I continue to be challenged all the time in sailing. What excites me the most is the speed. It's a very, very fast sport. Essentially, it's very fast. The world record is 44 miles an hour, which is very fast, and it's not held by an exact $1 million person. It's held by your average board sailor, and I think on any good given day, you can sail faster than the wind. So if it's blowing 30 miles an hour, you can sail faster than 30 miles an hour if you're good at it. And that's a very fun thing to do, and it's very possible, and especially in Lake Superior because you have so much water and so much clear wind coming across. It's unaffected by anything. It's just flat. Windsurfing as a sport is very safe. It's because you're actually sailing with a life preserver because the board itself floats no matter what you do to it. It's filled in a lot of cases with foam. But it's just the water temperature. It's cold water, and you just have to respect Mother Nature. That's all there is to it.
Next, Sean Himes. Forward dive, pike, 1.3. Forward release, 5.1.5. 4.1.5. 5.
I walked into my school office and they had the thing sitting there, so I looked at it. I know it's head diving. I'm a diver, so I signed up for it. It's going to be a good idea to be in. What are your expectations? I want to get a medal.
of a sport. It's about 75% kicks, 25% hand techniques. You need a lot of flexibility, a lot of dedication, a lot of practice. With those qualities, you can get very good.
I'm a fourth-degree black belt, okay? It took me 5 years to make each of those 4 degrees to get promoted. That means 5 years, 4 times, that's 20 years right there of dedicated hard work. I'm like a fanatic. I train about 5 hours every day. I'm 73. I've been in karate about 22 years, long before it was popular in this country. I'm a Japanese style called Shukakai. They concentrate primarily on kicking. We concentrate primarily on punch. In my kata, I try to be specific. I try to have them understand each thing I'm doing, not a mixture of things. So when I punch, when they hear that snap, they know immediately that there was some force behind it. But it takes a long time. You say, well, a punch is easy. No, I've been working on the punch for the whole 22 years to get that punch right, to get every part of your body moving in a proper sequence like in golf, starting from your feet, your legs, your hips, your shoulders, your arms, your hands. Up to it. Of anything I ever did, like in school and college and working on exams, and that concentration, there's more concentration in this than any of that, and it's more traumatic, getting out there and doing your kata by yourself. You wonder if you're going to make a mistake, all your peers watching. It's a very traumatic thing. I'm telling you, when you're waiting for your name to be called, you are nervous. Anywhere that there would be karate, I'd be in it. But the Great Lakes Games is different. It's taking part. There's young people, old people, just to take part. It's not whether you're in a medal. It's you take part, and if you do your best, you're winning.
I just happened to come from Montana, and they'd had their matches, their state games the weekend before, and compare the number of people that showed up here for the state games equals or surpasses Montana, I know. And for the first time, I think this is great with this many people, both juniors and seniors, coming out for the shooting sports.
Are we going to see some Olympic competition growing out of this match?
I think you'll see people shooting in these matches showing up in Olympic or international type shooting, like the girl shooting here. One of them has won a scholarship to shoot, and she will continue. And this is where they come from, the Olympic shooters. This is where they come from. And this is where they get their start.
How's it shaping up?
Oh, pretty good. I've only got one so far, so I'm okay. At my first target at a 200, I got a 200, and on my second, I got a 199. So,
who's in second place?
My sister.
What's the one skill that you think it takes to be a good markswoman?
Your mental training, being able to stay up there and mentally be calm and everything.
Wanting it. You have to want it. You have to be able to want to be able to practice to get there. You can't just shoot, like on the weekends. You have to be able to really be able to put yourself out for it.
How old are you?
18.
And your goals?
The Olympic gold.
What do you think about these Newport girls ahead of you?
Oh my gosh, they're great shots. They really are. And everybody else that shoots and knows them will express that opinion too.
Does it feel good to rub shoulders with someone that just may be on that Olympic team?
Yeah, very. So I can brag to my friends about it.
The primary thing with this type shooting for people who haven't been exposed to it is rubbing elbows with those who know what they're doing. And very rapidly after that exposure, they start coming up. It's like the minute mile and stuff like that. Once you see it, well, you can do it in the way it should be done.
There's a lot of sports that the mental concentration is a lot of the game, and then there's a lot of sports too. And I hope there's a lot of people here that they'll be, regardless of their mental concentration, they're going to have a good time competing. And I hope everybody everybody has that. And that's a big part of the sports too, just having a good time.
So close, and the kids are going to if they win this one, they're going to it's just that I'm just it's exciting. It really is.
The cycling events in the Great Lakes State Games are one of the best almost to me because there's so much variety there. You can find mountain bikes, BMX bikes, the regular 10-speed bikes in a road race, and then the 10-speed bikes in the Omnium event, which is three different events into one that goes around a closed 1 mile course that people can actually watch them go around a lot, even like car racing almost. So cycling is such that it has the mechanical aspect in it, plus the physical aspect of it. So to me, it's one of the most exciting things.
Get down to 5 riders. We'll have a sprint. All the UNCF riders on the line.
We haven't even thought about competing because the opportunity has never been there. And when we saw the state games offering the event of mountain biking, we both were really excited because that is we could take our skill of what we've been doing the last 3 to 5 months and put it to use.
We started biking more for exercise and, keeping weight down, tone up, that sort of thing. And it's an opportunity to kind of keep that going and try something we really never tried.
Are you up to it?
Sure. Yeah. We've biked that long. Haven't probably biked those kind of trails, but at least the length of the bike isn't something that should be too bad. We'll see.
How's it going on this trail? Having fun? Good time.
Let's get ready to go. I've never seen anything like it. I mean, I couldn't believe that people could do these things, but they wanted to do it. This is the toughest thing I've ever done. And oranges, and it's wonderful.
was nobody behind me, nobody ahead of me that I could see. I didn't know whether I was last or what, but I wanted to finish. I tried to wait for Bill. He snapped his seat off, and his chain broke. And I thought that I would wait for him, but as it turned out, I didn't.
Would you do it again? Looking forward to more races?
We'll see.
Yeah, a little quiet right now.
I think I'd like to stand on the sidelines and give out oranges because they had a lot of fun. And they were cheering us on. I don't think if it was for them, I'd keep going. They'd say, 7 more miles, or 3 more miles, and you look good and you look strong, and have a banana. Go!
But there's a lot of dedicated people. Youth Corps did a beautiful job. They kept all the scoring for us, and they put the courts in.
Anyone that was here for the weekend, whether they were an athlete, a spectator, or a businessman in the community, or just a visitor, saw between 24 and 2,700 people walking around with a blue T-shirt that said volunteer across the front and the State Games logo. And every single one of those people had a job or a duty with the State Games. And it didn't matter whether they were a highly technical or highly skilled person in a particular area, or whether they were just a person to help to stuff all of the athletes' packets. So the volunteers are extremely important, very necessary, and this kind of event would never be a success without them. And we distributed between 24 and 2,700 medals to athletes ranging in age from 5 years up through 77 years of age. They participated and competed in 23 different sports, at 37 different sites and venues, in over 437 different brackets and divisions. Every single medal winner that competed in this first and inaugural State Games set a record. And they have set the standard that for all future games, people are going to have to go out and beat. So every single one was a record setter. It was really an exciting weekend.
Got a gold medal. Pretty excited about it. Had lots of fun. Be sure to come back next year. My gold medal to my brother.
But seeing it firsthand, just a great thrill for me.
Next year, I think that you'll see that the arenas will be filled and packed with kids, and they'll all be jumping and trying to get a spot on the teams to make it to Marquette. We hope to be here next year also.
It'll be easy right there. We got the outline, all the numbers, all the names. It'll be like cheating, eh?
I think it's super just the way that the college has opened up their area. I just think it's the once in a lifetime. So I'm sorry I'm in this hat and can't be behind the shooter's hat, because I would love to win one of them gold medals.
It was fun.
Top-notch people, it's for everybody. It's a wonderful idea, and I was just lucky to move there at the right time.
videotape copy of this program can be yours for just $19.95. Send your name, address, phone number, and format choice, VHS or Beta, along with a check or money order to Shining Public TV 13, Northern Michigan University, Marquette, Michigan, 49855. For credit card orders, please include your MasterCard or Visa account number and expiration